Hey there, fellow hunters. So, if you were like me and you found yourself struggling with the quest Thunderous Rumble in the Highlands, which is basically fighting Tempered Kirin, this is the quest you'll run into when you're around hunter rank in the mid 40s. I think I was around 48, I believe, when I ran into this one, and just it's difficult. And even though I had spent well over 300 hours with the game, I still was struggling with it. The main problem that I found out was that I love the switch axe, and the switch axe is my preferred weapon, but for fighting Kirin, it just is not ideal because you have to do so much damage from, up close and personal, and the Kirin just destroys you with its lightning attacks. And getting up and close and personal, and then it's kind of too slow and too hard to get away from them. I felt that I needed something else to put me over the top. So while the switch axe is my preferred weapon, I knew that I needed a different weapon to go after the Kirin with. And I thought that the insect glaive was one that I've always been fascinated with and had been toying around with for a little bit. So I thought that it would give me a good combination of range and also just escapability to where I could evade a lot of these lightning attacks a lot better than I could with the switch axe. So the first thing I did is I came and I checked out the physiology of the Kirin, and it looks as though the elements that it's weak to is fire. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to need an insect glaive that has fire, and then the elements are sleep or blast. So I came to the workshop and I looked for an insect glaive that had fire as an element. And the one that I found was it's on the Odegarin tree, and you have the vice. So I went ahead and crafted that. I had all the materials to do that. And then as far as the kinsek, I found out that the fiddle bricks kinsek was the best. There's no kinsek that has fire, but there is a kinsek that has blast. And so the ailments for the Kirin being that it's equally as effective using blast or sleep, I just used blast. Then I moved on to my charm, and I found I used the tranquil charm to help with my sleep attack, and then I went to my palico, and I used a feline beanball, which has the element of sleep. So I just, as you can see that where I'm going, I tried to make sure that I had all my attack weapons with either fire, blast, or sleep. And then once I had that, then I went along to my armor set, and I chose the Ryu armor set just because, number one, it is really good against thunder, and also it also gave me the option for a lot of decoration slots. So then I went to my decoration slots and I just stacked them up with either thunder resistance, defense, or just vitality type of decorations. And I kind of felt that this gave me the best combination of. I was going for defense just because the Kirin can just blast the living crap out of you and almost one hit kill you at some point in times with almost full health, depending on what kind of armor you have. So then after I had my armor set and all my decorations set up, then what I brought in was I just brought in potions, max potions, mega potions, honey, and herbs, so I could craft potions along the way. And then I made sure to bring in barrel bombs. I brought in some mega barrel bombs and some just large barrel bombs. So my theory here being that it's hard to get any real good attacks on the Kirin because they continually just shock you, and you get in close and you get to hitting them, and then they start hitting you with that lightning again. So it's hard to stay on them. But the sleep, what that does is it puts them asleep. So there was at least 3 times during my fight that what I got them to go down. Then I would put a large barrel bomb, a small or a mega barrel bomb on them as well, and then step back and hit them with the insect glaive. Yeah, so I did this 3 times during my battle, and I found that pretty effective. But after I had everything laid out, then I just went, accepted the quest, went in, and it was a real struggle, to be honest with you, but I was not even getting close doing anything else. So it took me about 2 or 3 tries going in with this setup, and by the third try, I used up all my feints, took it down to 48.5 minutes, pretty close, and just with the very end got him. So after I defeated him, I came back and leveled up from hunter rank 49 to hunter rank 68. So hope you guys found that helpful. Like I said, this was really tough for me, and I got over 300 hours into the game. I'm sure some people will find this pretty easy, and if you have a better method or better loadout, then make sure you put it down in the comments down below to help out, because I struggled with it for a while, and after I went with this loadout, it was kind of like the best that I could think of. If you have good ranged weapons, I'm assuming that probably ranged weapons would be the best to use against the Kirin, but I just don't typically fight with ranged weapons in general. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure you give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.